Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Coin Op Cowboys, the podcast where four guys come together to share their hilarious experiences and insights on a variety of topics. From dating disasters to workplace shenanigans, nothing is off limits on this show. Each week, our four hosts bring a new topic to the table, and you can expect to hear some wild and entertaining stories. We'll share our own experiences and offer our unique perspectives, all while keeping things lighthearted and humorous. This is Coin Op Cowboys, the podcast where hilarity ensues and the only thing we take seriously is having fun. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Angel. My co-hosts are Chris, Ryan, and Steven. So sit back, relax, and get ready to laugh along with us as we explore the absurdities of everyday life. Welcome, everyone. This is your favorite cowboy, Angel, also known as the executive producer, editor, managing director, and the world-renowned nationally ranked hero. Yes, I know. Take it in. Well, anyway, this week, we're skipping our introductions. You see, Steven's still recovering from a 5-day hangover after attending a bachelor party. We're going to dim the lights just to see if he'll come out and tell us about it. Ryan avoids any supernatural material for Steven's sake, speaks on the Mandela Effect and how warped our memories really are. Then, we dive headfirst with Chris into Australian historical decisions in exterminating beloved national birds during one of history's greatest financial crises? All that and more. But first, you can find us on Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Apple, and Google Podcasts, anywhere you get your favorite entertainment. We release a new episode every week, so go take a listen. You deserve it. Now, without further ado, I'm giving Steven the signal. Let's check in with him now.
You guys ready?
Yeah, Steven.
Yes. So, being 35 sucks. Let me tell you why. Because you can't drink like you did in your 20s. Last weekend, I had the privilege of going on a bachelor party for one of the last friends that I have that isn't married yet. And we're all like 35 years old. We went to Nashville, Tennessee during spring break.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it ain't no fucking joke out there. The main street in downtown Tennessee is called Broadway. Have any of you guys been there before?
No.
Yes,
Wasn't invited.
When I was there, just scream Chris. They just scream Chris Gray.
Yeah, those are my people.
Country bar after country bar after country bar after country bar. There's Kid Rock, something or other. There's Jason Aldean's Tequila Cowboy. There's a Luke Bryan bar, a Blake Shelton bar, a Miranda Lambert bar, fucking bar after bar after bar.
Florida Georgia Line bar.
Yeah, and each one of them is like 3 stories high. Each floor has a different live band playing. Like everyone has bars. It's like Mardi Gras on the streets. Dude, we were in hog heaven.
Hog heaven.
Yeah. But took us I should back things up for a second. We decided the best way to get to Nashville was to do a 8-hour layover in Vegas and then take a red eye at 3 a.m. to Nashville. So we got to LAX at like 9 o'clock, got on a plane, got into Vegas by 10. And we decided, Ricky goes, Steven, I hate to tell you, we're going to pull an all-nighter. And we're just going to get on the flight in the morning and we're just going to sleep on the plane. And I don't do this. I don't fucking do that shit. Like, I like to sleep. I need my sleep. But I didn't want to be a Debbie, so I said, you know what? I will do it. I will stay up with you guys. So we go.
Attaboy.
We get into Vegas. The first thing we do is we go to an arcade bar, like one of the coolest arcade bars I've ever been to. It was like $10 cover. Once you're in, all the games are free. They have everything, like Blitz, like all the old classics, air hockey, everything. It smells like complete.
What was the casino?
It's not a casino. It's just off the strip by UNLV. It's just a really cool arcade bar. It smelled like shit for some reason. I don't know. I think there was like a sewer backup or something.
Probably because you shit your pants.
Not yet. That's the part of the story.
He is 35.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, it's another bad part about being 35. But so we did that, whatever. You know, part of this bachelor party, like they invited us some chick named Jenny. I don't know if you guys ever met her, but she's quote unquote one of the guys. But it's bullshit because she's not. Like, we get to the arcade bar, like 30 minutes in, she's like, this is fucking boring. Why are we just going to play games? We should go to like a casino or something. Like, Jenny, shut the fuck up.
Did you tell her, like, this is my personal time. I only get a little bit of video game time during the week.
Like,
I just want to play fucking video games.
I just want to fucking play video games. It's like, whatever, you know, we all wanted to gamble anyway. So like after an hour, we had a few beers there. And then We headed off to Treasure Island. We're like, we're gonna play blackjack all night, blah 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 blah. Fucking lose $400 in the first 10 minutes of being there. We're like,
Yes, so glad we left the arcade bar.
what do we do now? What do we do now?
Wait, was that the money you were supposed to spend
That
in
was
Nashville?
my Nashville money, yeah.
Got it.
But and like the worst part, it was like it was only 1 o'clock in the morning at that point, and we're like, dude, we have like 4 more hours to kill, and what are we gonna do? So we went to the Mirage and played some more blackjack, and I was able to get some of it back, so it was good. By like 4 in the morning, we like, oh, let's go to the airport, but like on our way, let's take a picture at the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. Dude, there's nobody at this Las Vegas. I'm like crashing, like I'm running on fumes. This is the worst like I've ever felt in a long time. And we get to the airport and playing Spirit. Plane gets delayed.
Yeah, quality choice there.
Dude, it's like
Did you fly Spirit because you gambled all your money away?
yeah, we did it because it was the cheapest flight available. Like for some reason, it was spring break. Come to find out, all the other flights were super expensive. So we're like, oh, we're gonna sleep on the plane, dude. I can't even sit in my seat. It is so small. I'm 5'10", like 185. Like, dude, I'm not a huge guy. I'm not a small guy. I'm not a huge guy. But like, I can't even fit. My knees are like up in my chest, and I'm kind of just sitting there. And like, I just, I say, I'm just gonna lean my head on the window and just fall asleep. The fucking flight attendant comes up to me and is like, hey, you can't have your bag. Like, he wakes me up. He's like, you can't have your bag in your lap. Like, I'm using it as a pillow. You can't have your bag in your lap.
How dare you? That costs extra.
And he's like, open the window for takeoff. Why do they need to open the windows for takeoff? Can anybody explain that to me? Why the windows?
I've always had my window closed on several occasions. I've never been asked to open my window for takeoff.
He woke me up to tell me to open the window for takeoff. That was so fucking.
I got it.
Dude, I got 2 hours of sleep.
I also had an annoying situation like that where I was like, hey, I want the window closed. They're like, open it right now or we're going to have problems. Do you want problems? Because this is how you have problems. But apparently, if the airplane's interior is dark while the exterior is bright and sunny, then passengers may struggle to quickly exit the plane. So they want that's their logic.
This is also
they want eyesight adjustment.
You know what?
I thought it was gonna have to do with like the heat differences and compression, and it's us idiots being able to get off the plane.
Yeah, I was thinking like pressure of the cabin, the holes.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I left my phone not on airplane mode just to get back at him a little bit.
Ooh.
Take that, sucker.
We all die now.
Like my body just can't take
autopilot doesn't work.
2 hours of sleep on Spirit is just not gonna be enough. We get to Nashville and it's like we meet up with everybody else. It's like we're going out, immediately going out. So like we're just like go from that to drinking, back to the Airbnb.
What time did you land?
We landed like 11 o'clock Nashville time, 9 a.m. our time.
Okay.
So we left at like 6. It's like a 4.5 hour flight. Just running on fumes the whole time, man. Like at 35, it fucking suck. You can't do that shit. You need like your 8 hours. So I think it was the first night I finally got some sleep out there, but there was tornado warnings going all night.
You saw the one that touched down in Arkansas, right?
It was happening while we're out there, and like everybody in the house is like freaking out. Like, what do we do? Like, is there a basement? There's like an Airbnb, and they have like a lock on the basement door. We're like, how are we?
You're fucked.
I was like, what are we gonna do? I'm breaking down that door for fucking.
Right into the bed.
It was like the movie Barbarian.
I texted my mom, like, love you, Mom. There's tornadoes.
Oh, God.
I heard the trick is just to be sitting on your bicycle so that if it takes you off, you could just ride through the tornado and then land.
Like, hey. But, the party out there is unreal. So then I finally got some sleep. The next day we go party. Like, it's too much story to tell. I wrote down all the story of what happened, the debauchery.
I need the poop.
Okay.
I need the poop and pants right now.
Where is it? What happened? With the poop?
I did not poop my pants. I'm really sorry. I don't want to lie to you.
You had chicken wings?
You fucking liar.
You pooped. Was it a duffel bag? It was a duffel bag, wasn't it?
I did have some really.
There goes your birthday present, Steven. You lied to me. Now you don't get a birthday present.
I didn't lie. The highlights of the debauchery, though. We had a certain friend buy sketchy drugs from a sketchy smoke shop after being denied said drugs from about 20 different bartenders. They went up to like 20 different bartenders in Nashville. Hey man, do you got any such and such? And it's like every bartender's like, what the fuck, dude? Get the fuck out of here. They just went into a random smoke shop and he says, all right, man, what do you got? And they gave him like a sketchy bag of just powder. But nobody cared. They all just did it. Not me. I don't do that. Say no to drugs.
Did they come up with even better ideas once they had said powder?
No. They did not come up with better ideas. It just got way more shitty. Everybody just got way more shitty. At one point, we all wore like rompers one night. I guess it's like a trend, I guess, to dress in Hawaiian or floral rompers or whatever. And we put on these glittery light up cowboy hats because we thought, hey, it'd be super fun. It's a bachelor party. Let's act super gay in the South, where there's a lot of people that don't like that. Dude, we were like getting pressed at some bars. Like we had this one dude come up to us. He's like, "Don't you know you're dressed like faggots?"
Yeah, that's great.
I was like, "Holy fuck!" I was like getting angry. I was like thinking like, "Oh, well, this guy's a dick." But I'm like, and then I started to realize everybody like just did not like that we were dressed up like kind of fruity, and we were just getting.
Wait, you were getting mad that the cat? What I'm assuming is a cowboy, the guy from the South, while you were like deliberately like, "Hey, it'd be funny if we were gay," and he comes up to you like.
But he was coming from a place of like, I want to kick your fucking ass because you look like a faggot, like kind of thing, like trying to start stuff with us, and I was just like, oh fucking hell no. But yeah, I just kind of bit my tongue and just say, it's not worth it. But like, you know what? Who actually had fun with it? Everybody else had fun with it. It was just like the macho guys that were like tripping hard on it. But it got cold out there, so I was like, you know what? It's getting cold, and I want to go see boobies. Like, I want to take the Bachelor to go see some boobies at a strip club. And
some southern boobies.
But then I Googled like where to go, like, or went on Reddit to find out which strip club to go to in Nashville, and they're like, just don't do it because it's the South and they're conservative, and they're like every strip club. There's 2 of them, by the way, in the city limits. There's a 3-foot mandatory spacing at all times with any like patron and like stripper.
What? 3 feet?
3-foot minimum spacing, like strictly enforced. Like they said, if you're
What
gonna
the hell?
like if you're
Because of COVID?
no, because it's like the law. Dude, it's not from COVID. But yeah, I mean, guns everywhere, but no titties. Like that's backwards America. So anyways, no strip clubs that night. Went back out to downtown and got wasted. I got like such bad hangovers though. I feel like it's just because I'm getting older. I just got such bad hangover. I literally thought I was gonna die. Like
what were you drinking?
I would drink a lot of like Red Bull vodkas because I was getting tired because I'm fucking old and can't stay out late and I don't do drugs. So I'm like Red Bull vodkas a bunch. And the next day, dude, my hands were like shaking like I had Parkinson's disease. And like I literally felt my heart like pounding out of my eyeballs. Like it just hurt. And like I still don't feel right. And I got back like, when did I get back?
Monday.
Yeah, it's just 4-day hangovers now, man. I can't take that shit no more. But yeah, that's what sucks about being 35 is
But you're not 35.
I am 35.
I just turned 36.
I'm 35, sir.
Oh.
But
he's the youngin'.
I'm just old.
Not as young as Richard.
Good things. So I was like, it shouldn't be so negative. The good things about being 35, I feel like right now is I got family, kids. I got some money to play around with, do things, a house, good career, established and shit. It really sucks that all the hot chicks in Tennessee were like, you're old. No, you just definitely. It definitely felt weird, like since there was a spring break crowd there. We didn't know it was spring break. We just happened to be there during it. But it is a little weird, like, like the 21-year-olds. You just like, I feel like you just feel like you're hanging out with a bunch of kids. It doesn't feel right.
All they want to do is get wasted, and you're like kind of looking around for a jacket and a pillow.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, it is my birthday. So I also was thinking about my childhood because I'm getting older. And hold on, someone's at the door.
He is really quiet though.
It's because he's hungover still.
Yeah.
That's a long hangover.
I just want to play fucking video games.
Dude, everything you described, it was just sounded horrible.
You know, it's funny when Tanya and I did a mini vacation to Nashville. We both love country music, so it was like a great like Graceland, and we stayed in Nashville for like 3 days, and then we drove to Memphis for a day or two and saw like Graceland, and then we went to the Bass Pro Pyramid, like the giant Bass Pro store there.
There's
And then
a
I think we
pyramid?
went back. Yeah, it's a pyramid store, so it's like at the top. See, there's an elevator inside, and at the top of the pyramid, there's like a bar around the top, and it's right on the Mississippi River.
Mm-hmm.
And then also inside this Bass Pro shop, they're on like the second floor. They build tree houses, and they made it a hotel. So you could stay in the treehouse that is above the Bass Pro store. Like you look down on people buying stuff.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's so cool. So it was definitely cool to go to that. Here, actually, I got it. I'll show you a few pictures right here.
Funny enough, my doorbell doesn't work, so I don't think anybody's at my door.
Oh, I thought someone was at your bedroom door.
No, Mel came in the room like, holy shit, someone's at the door. And I was like, okay.
All panicky.
But like, our
Oh, that looks like Long Beach State's pyramid.
Our doorbell doesn't work.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't know what she heard. Now I'm freaked out.
Probably something spooky.
Yeah.
You want to hear a knock at the window?
Yeah. So anyways, childhood. Favorite birthday party.
Are there boats inside there, Chris?
Hell yeah, dude. If you want to buy a pontoon boat, it's parked at the dock inside the store. Here, I'll go back to it. See that? See if it loads without freaking out. Yeah, there you go. So see, they're out here, and you just go out on the dock so that you can see, and it's floating there and everything.
What?
Yeah, and then it's kind of hard to see, but there's like tree houses like right up here. So those are the hotel rooms that people stay at, and then they look down onto here, and then there's like fish and stuff swimming through here. And then this is like the giant elevator. So that goes to the top of the pyramid. And when you get to the top, it's like a viewing platform, and there's like a bar and everything up there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
It
is
was-
insane.
So
Did
we
you
went
go
to
there,
Ton-
Steven?
No, because I wasn't in
Yeah.
Oh,
Memphis.
this is in Memphis. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
I was just saying when Tanya and I went there, we stayed in Nashville, then we went to Tanya's Graceland, then we went to my Graceland, then we went back to Nashville.
What do you mean
But it's-
Gracelands?
Graceland, where Graceland is where Elvis's house is at.
So why are
it's
there two
called-
different Gracelands?
Okay, so Graceland is where Elvis's house is at. So that's when people say Graceland, that's specifically the place they're referring to. But then you have the idea when you say people's Graceland, it means people's like sacred location on the planet. So yeah, you never heard that people are like, oh, like Montana is my Graceland because like the open skies or whatever, or Steven was like, oh, Padre Stadium is my Graceland because when I was there and represent San Diego and whatever. So for me, it was this mythical Bass Pro shop in the South. That was my Graceland.
This is the first time I ever hear that word.
I've heard Graceland before, but only ever in terms of the Elvis's place. All right, I'm gonna summarize.
It's a Southern thing.
I'm gonna walk this thing off real quick here. Favorite things about being 35: family, money, house, kids, career. Can do a lot more things financially. Cons: everything. Can't come good anymore. Small loads, short distance on the cum shots. Only want sex like 3 times a week. That sucks. Unbelievable, crushing reality that I'm halfway through life and then the hot chicks think I'm old. That's favorite
Wow.
birthday party when I was younger. Wonderland 5-cent arcade and sleepover. I was like 10 years old. All the buddies did it. Ryan missed the epic walk off.
Ryan missed it all.
Yeah.
I didn't even get the definition of a Graceland.
It's your happy place.
Listen, hey Ryan, try listening to the podcast. You'll hear the answer to that one.
It's a physical place that's your happy.
I released it from the spank bank.
Yeah. You want to hear my pros and cons of being 35, Ryan?
I heard the
Oh, yeah.
cons.
Okay. Favorite birthday gift? I can't really think of like a specific one. Mel got me a golf bag this year. Pretty happy about that. And then I got a cool Tony Gwynn baseball card when I was a kid, but I lost it. Favorite childhood memory? The first time I had an orgasm. No jizz. Just straight up shooting blanks. It was great. No cleanup.
What?
Discovering an orgasm. That's the best childhood memory of all time.
Yeah, priming the pump.
Prime in the pub.
But did you get it in your eye?
Nothing came out the first time I did it.
Looking at the hose like, oh, that's weird.
So-
Nothing
Then someone takes their foot off
I
the
probably
hose.
found out about it way too early on in life, but nothing came out the first time. It took like a year, and then all of a sudden stuff started coming out. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
Because let's say I discovered it in like 5th grade, and then I hit puberty in like 6th grade. So like between 5th and 6th grade, I was just like, "Dude, this is the awesomest feling ever." 6th grade shit started coming out. I clean up.
Something's wrong with it. It's infected.
What's happening?
I did it too many times.
Fun fact, the first time I ever saw porno, I was really young and didn't understand sex, and I saw the dude like coming on the chick's face, and I thought, oh, you have to pee on her face to get her pregnant? That's what I thought. It was just a dude coming.
Awesome.
This is probably why I have terrible relationship with sex. So
Yeah.
that's the end of my segment.
Sweet.
I think there's some unrealized issues with being 35. Like, to put a few pieces of what Steven talked about, when you're a kid, you have no money, you didn't have a car, and you didn't have means of going and doing the things you wanted to do. And so you couldn't just go buy donuts, right? You couldn't just go do that. And you're like, man, if only I could do that, that's what I would want to go do. That'd be fantastic. So now I realize I'm 35, I'm older. Not only do I have the money for donuts, I have the car to get me there. I have my own personal time that I can go do it. I have a 24-hour donut stand, and I like donuts. But do I go get donuts? No, because now that I'm older, 34, I can't eat a bunch of donuts.
It's so true. That's the worst part about being older and having money finally, is all the stuff you wanted to do when you were a kid. Like, I always used to think that, man, I'm gonna stay up so late, I'm gonna eat fast food as much as I want. Like, I want to get McDonald's all the time, and then
And now you're like, all those things sound terrible. I don't want to pull all-nighter in Vegas. I want to go get some sleep. And I want leg room on my plane.
Yeah. Ryan, what's your worst? What is your least favorite thing about being your age?
Do you want to quote your age for the microphone for the listeners?
I don't know how old I am. I think I'm 37.
Are you 85 or 86?
86.
You're mid-30s.
Yeah, that'd make you 37.
What's the worst part about their mid-30s, Ryan?
I'm old as shit. I don't know. I guess just being more tired.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with my 30s. I don't really have any complaints.
I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I don't like the tiredness.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if it's kids or my age or what, but I just feel perpetually tired.
Yeah, now I'm perpetually sick because my daughter won't ever get unsick.
Yeah,
and
you're
she just
yeah.
and she just dumps all of her germs on me. So every day I wake up with a new symptom. Great.
That's called AIDS, Steven.
Yeah. Maybe.
So when I was younger, I used to work at Vaughn's, and I worked in almost every department in the store. And one of the ones I was doing was I was a checker. And so one of the big things when you're a checker is you have to make sure to ID people, from they're buying alcohol or cigarettes or something like that. So I always made a point. I was like, oh, I need to check it. Like, I need to check it real thoroughly. I need to look at it and whatever. So I always remember that when I was the checker. And so like about a year ago, I was buying some beer. And I was like, oh, I have like a beard now. Like, people say I look a lot older than I actually am. They check in like, oh, can I see your ID, sir? And I was like, sure. I haven't pulled that out in a while. So I hand her the ID, and she looked at it for all of a half second and handed it back. And I was like, wait, what? Did you look at it? She's like, I didn't really have to look at your birthday. I just saw that you were born in the 1900s.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I felt so old.
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
and another one on that, when I first got hired at my company, on my first project, we got the project going, we're out there, and they took a bunch of people from the office to come like tour the project. And so when they came by, there was this new girl, and she came by, and I was talking to her about it, and the conversation came up. She was like, oh, wait, how old are you? And I said, oh, I'm 22. She's like, really? You look like you're easily mid-30s. So, and I realized when I saw her like a few weeks ago at the office, I was like, Dino, this year I will finally reach 34. I think. Yeah, I'll be 34. So I'm almost to the mid-30s that you called me 10 plus years ago.
Now she says, now you look 50.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I saw Angel was like checking his driver's license because I think he was trying to remember how old he is.
This is my calculator.
No, you were adding up your age. Got it.
I was to 1986 minus this year. I had to do math on a calculator because I'm an idiot. I'm 34. I turned 35 this year.
1986?
1988.
Oh, yeah, me too. 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, 34, turning 35
So,
right now.
Turning 35, and I've looked like I'm 45 for the last 10 years.
That is accurate.
Yeah, I just for those listening, I have like peppered hair, and I just have white hair everywhere. I haven't been bothered by it because I'm just used to it. At first, it was kind of weird, but yeah, it really attracts those hot chicks that are attracted to older men.
Have you ever dyed it?
Yeah. Oh God.
You don't remember when he dyed it?
No.
He had it was like blonde.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, didn't I try?
I tried going blonde, but I didn't know you had to do a second treatment to it, so it was just orange for the longest time.
I feel like I made an asshole comment about it.
Yes, you must have.
What did I say?
I don't know. I don't remember, but people at work called me Miami for the longest time.
See, because he went so drastic the other way. You couldn't have just done like a black.
Dude, black looks worse. It's totally noticeable.
No, okay.
I just leave it. I don't care.
Just for men, baby.
No.
So now I feel super old.
You look young as hell.
At least you don't have any gray hair, bro.
I have a shit ton of grays.
Oh, you dye them well. I have one gray hair in my beard, and then I have like 2 gray hairs on the side of my head.
But have your pubes started to go gray?
No, is that the moment?
That's
is that
the
when
moment.
I know?
That's the moment.
No,
Angel, can you confirm?
No, I do not have any. Actually,
Pubes?
I'll check later. I'll let you know. But I have, what freaked me out, I have 3 white hairs on my arm, and that was weird.
Wait, is it your right arm?
Yeah.
No, you gotta get that checked out.
Makes sense. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, like Ryan said, you gotta check that, man.
Oh, God damn it. No. You're too much. But yeah, that's always been an issue. And then we always get the comment, because Brittany generally looks much younger than her age. We're the same age. And I look much older. So we always get comments and looks like, why is this like 20 something with this like 45, 50-year-old? And that's a conversation we have sometimes.
Well, there you go. That probably makes your wife feel like a trophy wife. So I'm sure she'll take that as a compliment, right?
You just look like a sugar daddy. They're just judging you.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good. Yeah.
So on the birthday thing, I was just thinking about it. So Steven was referencing like when he was a kid and what he liked to do for birthday parties. So when you have kid birthday parties, you get a bounce house, you get some punch, you get some friends around, and you do dumb stuff, right? Now, how does that change when you get older? Like, what's an acceptable adult birthday party at 35?
Backyard barbecue and poker.
Is it like you get a bunch of friends together and you get out some punch and then you do stupid stuff together?
I see your point, Chris.
I don't see the point.
He's saying that we basically do the same thing as adults, but with booze instead of punch. No bounce house.
So deep.
Steven, remember, I think you and I, when we were roommates, we went to it was like one of the civil engineering folks was having a birthday party, and she was like beer and bounce house. That was like the theme. And so everyone's bounce house. So was it Richard's? Okay.
Richard used to do bounce house birthday parties as like a 21-year-old.
That's right. So it was really funny because I was like, oh, that's fantastic. It's another thing like, hey, I'm an adult. I could rent a bounce house at my house tomorrow if I really wanted to, but my bones won't allow it. But at this party, it's like everyone's getting super wasted, and then they go in the bounce house, and then they're like likely to puke their guts out coming out. So I realized those two don't really mix like you would like to think they would.
No. Have you ever tried a trampoline as like a 30-year-old dude?
Scary as shit.
Dude, you like fucking get out of breath after the first hop. And you're a kid, you could do it for hours. You're like, holy shit. So out of shape.
Yeah, and now I see why my parents did the trampoline or the bounce house or things like that, because as a kid, you just go, and it tires you out, and they just watch you get tired, and then you go to bed on time, or reasonably on time.
You ever tried monkey bars as a 30-year-old dude? How the hell did we do monkey bars when we were kids? I can't even hold on.
Well, we weighed less back then.
No.
We had the energy. I stand up, put my arms up, and I already grab them. So I'm like, this is stupid.
Dude, my back cracks.
Yeah. Sweet. No, that was a good topic of time. 30. Good. No, that was good, Steven.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
You old fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suck on my dick. I am older than
Okay.
Angel and Chris, shockingly.
Chris, when's how old? You're 88?
Yeah, I'm right behind Steven though, because Steven's birthday is the April 6th, and then mine's May 24th. So I'm just like a month and a half behind him. But then Richard is behind me pretty close. So I think he's like one of the more younger people I know.
Oh, I'm July.
And you're the youngest
There you go.
person
So
we know.
you might be it.
Yay. The
Young
youngest and
piece of
oldest
shit.
looking.
Wonder when Dufek's birthday is.
Shit.
Well, it's in December, but you're asking about what
87?
year?
Yeah.
I think he's 85. No,
He would be 87.
Yeah, he's 87.
No, he's 86.
Somebody call him. Special guest
He's asleep right now. He goes to bed at like 7:30.
Another 35, 36-year-old flaw. Oh, I got it. 87, December 15th. 87? I thought it was early December. Regardless, it's 87.
So when you think about it, what age is an appropriate age to have like a CPAP machine?
I don't know. I was going to talk to my doctor about that tomorrow. Because my mom has it. I snore a lot more than I ever have. And I think I need that shit.
Yeah, I actually have one.
Dude, I'd wear it.
I've had one for like a year, and it is the greatest machine. And I hate looking at myself when I put the mask
but
on.
you sleep a lot better.
So it looks super stupid. But then I wake up like feeling refreshed, and I'm like, this is the greatest.
What I
Right.
need.
So you just got your sleep gets that much deeper. Is that the concept?
Yeah, because I did the study. It said I woke up 16 times every hour at night.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to try to do that sleep study, see how I'm doing. Because I know snoring doesn't necessarily mean you have those issues, but it's a likely indicator. It's
Yeah.
been getting badly. I snore so bad, like I get dried out at night, and like I just like wake up with like my throat's just fucked up.
Tanya's been telling me the same thing, saying like to the point that they have to like, Tanya's to like wake me up so that I stop snoring. So, and same thing, I feel like dried out in the morning, I feel tired, and maybe that's why I feel tired all the time, because I'm not getting my
Not getting good
deep sleep.
Like REM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would sleep before it. I would sleep like 8-10 hours and just wake up exhausted. And I'm like, this isn't fair. This is so stupid. I did it. I sleep 5-6 hours and I feel amazing. I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I'm ready for the day. Let's go.
I need that in my life. So hard.
Nice. That sounds pretty good.
I haven't done it last night, so I'm kind of tired right now, but tonight I'm definitely going to do it.
Ryan, how?
I see that this doctor here is saying the correct age is any time between 8 and 100 years old.
There you go.
He's also the inventor and patented the first CPAP machine.
Probably.
It's quite the sales pitch.
Snoring sucks.
Respect.
Dang, dude! Look at these prices for a CPAP machine. We're pushing like $1,000.
Yeah, but
am I just
you
looking
gotta
at
get
the
'em-
Mercedes model?
You got to get them covered through your insurance.
Yeah, I got the insurance.
Gotcha.
It doesn't come with the chrome trim. It
No?
Spinners. They got spinners.
Spinners, yeah.
doesn't come with the spinners either. When you breathe in and out, you're only as young as you feel. And I feel really
and how you act, right?
yeah. But then
Like
at that point, like, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say my boss. I swear, if you need to make him laugh uncontrollably, it's a freaking whoopee cushion every single time. He thinks the whoopee cushion is like mankind's peak. Like that's where it was. It hasn't been the same since then.
I love that. I love the idea that someone's like, "Oh my God, do it again." That's great.
It's such a dumb Frank.
I know.
How much are whoopee cushions?
Yeah. Well, if you get them covered through insurance, they're not too bad. I mean, we all know the solid pranks out there is when you get the airbag out of a car and then you put it under your buddy's office chair.
I could get 6 whoopee cushions for $12.
Are they the good kind? Name brand?
What is a name brand whoopee cushion? By Whoopi Goldberg or what?
The original whoopee cushion. Those 99-cent store ones don't fucking work.
Ooh, I found a better deal. 24-pack for $16 and an extra 5% off.
Oh, baby. Did you say a 16-pack?
It's 24-pack.
Oh, dude,
that's $16.
That's excessive.
That's less than $1 per whoopee cushion.
Yeah.
The return on investment is just through the roof. I'm looking at the rubber, like the dry rubber. I can almost smell it, like that red kind of like it needs lotion.
Yes.
I miss this. Steven, thank you for the topic. That was beautiful. I was
You're welcome.
I cried and I laughed at the same time. Name goes away. Next up, Ryan.
Howdy.
Howdy, y'all.
How are you?
Not too bad. How are you?
Living the dream.
Pretty good, partner.
Yep. Ryan.
Howdy.
What do you got? What do you got for us?
I don't have a spooky story this week.
What?
Steven got too bitched out last time.
What?
He looks into his closet and gets scared because that's where he's hiding all the time.
Wow, gay joke. We'll move to Tennessee. You bigot.
Let me guess. There's a romper and a light-up cowboy hat in there.
But while I don't have a spooky story, I have a mystery of the ages. You know what that mystery is, Christopher?
Is it what is indeed inside Stretch Armstrong?
Those are beans. But no,
Seriously?
it's not about beans.
Beans?
Beans.
They were not. It was like a rubber. It felt like
No,
liquid.
it's beans.
Like firm beans or like mashed, like refried beans.
Like a boob, like a sandbag.
Yes.
But no, not what's in Stretch Armstrong. It's the Mandela Effect. Have you ever heard of the Mandela Effect?
I sure have.
I've heard of Nutella
Nutella, yes.
and the effect it has on me.
The Mandela.
Isn't that the guy that died in prison?
It is not the guy that died in prison because Nelson Mandela did not die in prison.
Yeah, he did.
No.
No, he died in prison.
I don't believe he did.
I have read the Berenstein Bear books.
I have Berenstein books at my parents' house in Yucca Valley.
So the Mandela Effect is based off many people believing that Nelson Mandela died many years before he actually did Angel.
Like he is an angel, or you're referring to Angel?
No. What do you mean? So like he died earlier in prison than he did?
Some people say he died in prison. Some people say they heard he died when he got out of prison, which is the truth.
No, dude.
No.
Isn't he the guy that was in Bruce Almighty? He played God.
Yes, it is.
No, dude, what? Nelson, I think you're thinking about someone else. What? Mandela. Wait.
Nelson Mandela died in 2013 at the age of 95. How old do you
Holy
think he was
snap.
when he died in prison?
I don't know.
It was like
Wait.
I feel like it was like his 40s or 50s. It was like a midlife thing.
He was 95 years old when he died.
When did he go to prison?
He wasn't in prison. He was a president in South Africa when he died, Angel. He did not die in prison.
Did he go to prison?
Did he go to prison?
I don't know if he went to prison, but it says he died as the president of South Africa.
I'm confused because Nelson Mandela, I look at him and I'm like, no, wait, Bruce Almighty, he's God. And here's Morgan Freeman, which is not Nelson Mandela. And why would Nelson Mandela? No, Morgan Freeman. I'm confused. Forget it. I have no idea what I'm
Let's
talking
control F whether he went to prison on Wikipedia.
What is control?
He did.
Oh, fine.
He spent years in prison for theft, but eventually the charges were dropped and he got out. So he did not die in prison.
Huh.
Wait. But does it say how long he was in prison for?
It said that he got out. He was sentenced to 3 years in prison for theft, and other charges were dropped.
And then he stayed for the rest of his life.
No, he didn't. He became the president of South Africa.
What's your source?
Wikipedia, right at the top.
Wikipedia, dude. Really? Wikipedia. You're gonna source Wikipedia.
But anyway,
Anyway,
that is why they named this the Mandela Effect, because people remember things so differently and argue so deeply about it. Like Steven spoiled the Bernstein Bears.
way to go, Steven. It's Waluigi.
What is it, like the Berenstain Bears or something?
Yeah, it's the Bernstein Bears with an A, not Bernstein Bears with an E.
So I know we've had a really high level discussion about this, but last time. But what are some that you've thought were really like you feel the Mandela effect really deeply? Ryan? I don't mean to cut.
I still feel deeply about Sinbad having a fucking genie movie.
Yes, that's me.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see that one person who found like a VHS of it? And it like totally looked legit. I don't know.
Yeah. I've seen that.
Was it
video.
called Shazam?
1st.
Yeah, because
yeah.
and they always go,
You know what?
No, it's Kazam with Shaq. It's like, no, I remember both of
The
them.
way I remember it is that what's his name? Sinbad did the movie Shazam, and then like Shaquille O'Neal copied him, and I'm like, okay, he's doing parody. Like, I'm obviously not going to be watching Kazam. I like Shazam. Shazam was awesome, and we find out it isn't real. So I'm like, well, what's going on? Like, I've argued with people. Like, I've ended friendships because they obviously don't remember. They have crappy. They just believe whatever's on the internet. Okay, and it's nuts.
It's gotta be
Actually really
real. I
haven't any
remember
pictures.
Sinbad being in a genie movie.
I remember it too.
Yeah, I remember that one.
But that's my
Damn.
favorite one. That one I can't get really get rid of. Another one crazy to me is what does Ricky Ricardo say to Lucy all the time?
I don't know.
Whenever she does something terrible
Says
and he comes home.
Lucy?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm
did
home?
he say, Lucy, you're going to the moon?
No, that's a different one. That was from last
Yeah.
episode.
Right.
He'd say, Lucy, you've got some splaining to do.
Oh, accurate. That's what he said.
Never said it once in the show.
Never?
What?
Never.
What?
No. I remember him saying
So
that.
do I. But
He-
the
Yeah.
internet says he's never said that.
Her and her neighbor friend would like get into some stupid like whatever plan. I don't know. I don't remember the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember him saying that in his funny accent.
Yeah. What about the Monopoly man? What's he wear on his face?
Yes, the
A hat.
monocle.
He does not.
He definitely wears
Nope.
a monocle.
The internet
Yes, he
says
does.
nope. No monocle.
No monocle.
Nope.
So that's further supported by like what's his goddamn name? The Ace Ventura movie.
I remember that scene in
Right?
the Ace Ventura movie, but the internet
He
says
uses it, so it kind of
no.
You must be the Monopoly guy.
I'm on Amazon.com.
Thanks for the free parking. Yeah, the Ace Ventura movie, he definitely has a
And
monocle
there's
on.
no monocle on that Monopoly,
Oh
man.
gosh. That's a super new one though. We got to find
All right,
ancient.
this one looks old school.
Ryan's sources are Wikipedia and Amazon.
No monocle.
Okay, original. You got to Google original.
You're gonna get
Monopoly.
tainted. You're gonna get tainted Mandela Effect pictures from that one.
Sure, you've already seen
I
it.
guarantee anything. It's the
I'm
internet.
looking up top Mandela.
Yeah,
Effect.
all the older ones I saw don't have it.
Yeah,
There is not one on this one.
he
God
did
damn it.
not have a monocle.
From 85.
Oscar Mayer. There's an A. It's not EY.
I feel like that was our parents' generation though. Like I'm not quite sure if that was at the tail end of or the beginning of ours.
Did I tell you I saw the car?
Saw who?
The Oscar Mayer, the
Have you seen the
Wienermobile?
Weenie Mobile?
Yeah. Well, I went moving one time and it was parked. I went up to it and some dude like came up to me like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm looking at the Wienermobile." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I go around. There's like 3 of them." He started telling me his life story about fixing the Wienermobiles, which was actually really interesting. Cool guy. Shout out to the guy if he's listening.
What color is chartreuse? Did you look at all these, Ryan?
Are you on the same one? I don't have the chartreuse one. What is chartreuse?
What color is
Chartreuse is a color.
what does it look like?
I have no idea what the fuck chartreuse even is. I'm not that fancy.
It was a pink, is what I remember.
It's not
It's
a pink.
It's a lime green.
A lot of people think it's pink. It's a green.
I have no opinion on chartreuse.
Hello, Clarice.
Oh, this is one that really fucking blows my mind. Who is the guy on TV that would used to go to the houses and say, "Oh, you just won Publishers Clearinghouse. Here's a check."
Yeah, that was totally that old dude.
He was a famous guy.
What was
Bob
his
McMahon.
name? What was
Bob
it?
McMahon. Bob
Ed
McMahon.
McMahon?
Ed McMahon.
Bob the Builder.
I remember him walking up the house saying, "Ed McMahon here, and you've won Publishers Clearinghouse." But apparently, he never participated in Publishers Clearinghouse in any way, shape, or form.
But you actually remember that?
Yeah, that's the only reason I know Ed McMahon's name was from these commercials.
Crazy. It wasn't a cartoon, so I didn't
It
remember.
was just a commercial. You would have seen the commercials when watching cartoons.
Nah,
Oh, you're a big Disney freak. Does Mickey Mouse have a tail?
I don't know.
Does he?
I don't. Hold on.
I think he does.
Angel?
No.
Oh,
He
here
does
goes the
not.
big reveal, and he does have a tail.
No, he doesn't. Oh, yeah. Okay.
There's
all
the
right.
tail.
That was a microphone, wire.
No.
But I don't think he had a tail on Steamboat Willie though.
What?
Steamboat Willie was the first Mickey Mouse episode.
Yes, he did.
Oh yeah, he does. I take it
So
back.
you just entered into another level of the Mandela Effect. You've been accepted.
No, but like I was thinking the character, like when they're live action or whatever, like the costume.
Are you gonna do a segment on the back rooms or whatever that shit's called, Ryan?
Oh, I actually just listened to a podcast about the back rooms recently.
What's the back
That was
rooms?
Listen to a
creepy.
podcast on the back
The
rooms.
back room's creepy as shit. That shit's creepy as fuck.
Listen to a podcast about the back rooms. You should play the back rooms while you listen to a podcast about the back rooms, and then we can talk about the back rooms.
Oh, it's from a 4chan thread. That's some dangerous territory
Yeah.
there.
It's like this alternate dimension that you can somehow fall into where you get trapped forever in this like very sepia colored office space type thing. Find a YouTube, Ryan.
Here, I'll send you one.
And they could take different
Hold on.
forms, but it always has the same vibe. I think.
Shit'll van.
Is this like from Neo when he's trying to find the right door to open?
There you go.
Angel, are you looking at the same link I'm looking at?
What?
It's the one you sent last podcast.
Oh, the link again.
remember that leak you accidentally sent?
No, are you serious? No. God damn it. Thought I did it again. Yeah. You had me going. Yeah, we should play the Backrooms. We should do the podcast in the Backrooms.
The Backrooms is a game?
They turned it into a game.
In the Backrooms. Wait, what was it before?
What was what before?
Backrooms.
It wasn't a Mandela Effect. I'm
It's
just
a
saying
4chan creepypasta post that's just been expanded on.
Creepy pasta. Sweet.
But my favorite creepypasta about the Mandela Effect is that it was caused by the Large Hadron Collider in I think it's in Switzerland.
Oh yeah. It's like a mile loop or something where they're trying to create antimatter.
Yeah, and they first turned it on in 2012, and there's like warnings that they could open up like a black hole that would just like end humanity. It's like the theory is, and they turned it on, we just got sucked up into like another dimension like instantly.
That's a cool one.
There's a lot of creepy shit about
where everything is like kind
campus over
of
there.
the same, but there's little differences.
Mm-hmm. We got sucked into the simulation, and they just didn't get everything right. There's a few typos in there.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, we'll do one from the back rooms, and then we'll just try to talk while we finish the back rooms. While we clip in and out of rooms.
So I guess to make a backroom video, you just got to go somewhere at night and act like it's deserted.
I guess. I was saying we play the game.
Let me see the one that he sent us, because I wonder if it's the same thing I watched.
You're talking about actually going to like a back room place and
Oh, if I
record?
could, I would go.
That'd be dope. Probably put some scary stuff up. Be like, what was that? It's the back room.
That's like it's that yellow. Usually, the ones I see are usually like office looking, and you can't get out.
Oh,
The
yeah.
thing is, you can't escape it. It's room after room. It's a continually random like I don't know, what is that called?
Procedurally generated.
Yeah.
Some of them have like a monster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Skin stealers.
Skin stealers.
Have you ever been into a building like that? Like you go into the back room and all of a sudden the environment kind of changes. It's like that low buzzing or humming
yeah.
coming from like the light.
All the time.
What do you mean all the
Because I
that's
walk
right, for
like
work.
vacant buildings all the time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Aren't you ever worried you're gonna get stuck in it?
Worried I'm gonna get stabbed by a homeless person.
Oh yeah.
That too.
Why is Steven like naked over here?
Why did you have like a blood pressure monitor?
He
on?
had to check the blood pressure on his penis.
How's your blood pressure on your penis, Steven? He can't hear us.
Elevated.
I have to check my blood pressure continually because the doctor said my blood pressure is high.
So it's probably raising your blood pressure because now you have anxiety about your blood pressure.
So
Not wrong.
Stephen, what would you say is the most stressful thing going on in your life right now? Do you think is adding to your blood pressure?
Probably the mystery drugs from
my
the smoke
kid.
shop.
I did not do the mystery drugs.
On the record.
On the record, allegedly.
On God, I don't do even the good quality drugs. I just stick to stuff that I can buy at a store.
Tequila.
Yeah, tequila. Well, they have dispensaries now. Like I never really did any gummies or anything like that until it was available and someone put their name on it and it was made in a lab.
That was a wonderful topic on the Mandela Effect, Ryan. Thank you very much.
Baby booty.
All right. So last but not least, Chris.
So what would you guys say is one of the top accents on the planet right now?
Top accent?
Yeah.
Like for what? Like as in sexiness?
No, like a speech. Like
The most-
we could take a southern accent. Okay, but you have other like notable accents on the planet.
Like the most popular or the most populist?
Probably popular. Like,
It's
I would
an
say
Australian
popular.
accent is like got to be the most popular, female or male.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about
No.
Let's finish.
decisions were made. The Australian solution, mate.
Oh.
All right, mate.
So, hey, mate. So the question I want to ask you guys is, there happens to be a few dangerous things in Australia, like dangerous animals in Australia.
Black mamba.
Like yeah, so like probably the like 8 out of the top 10 most like dangerous animals are there. So I wanted to ask you guys, which ones would you say live in Australia that are the dangerous ones? So Steven said black mamba.
Well, I don't know if that snake
which
lives there, but it's got to be a.
The Aborigines.
I think I just summarized. Oh, I put a tapian snake is the one that they said, but they have like a ton of snakes. We'll just say snake works. Okay,
Snake,
dangerous snake in Australia.
shark,
Got it.
Snake, shark, saltwater crocodile.
Kangaroo.
Shark. Okay, so what kind of shark though?
In Australia, I would say
Yeah,
great white.
Great white.
that's right. That's great white territory right there. Great white bat has great white guano.
The most dangerous has to be the kangaroo.
Kangaroos are fucking assholes.
Definitely kangaroo. So we got the saltwater crocodile.
Skunk.
There's got to be a certain. There's got to be a spider out
no.
there that's just
Fucking
ridiculous.
skunks, dude.
There is a spider. I got
Koala.
snake. Okay, so yeah, hold on for the spider. Apparently they have like 9 spiders that are bad. So the specific one they have is a red back spider, which is basically their version of a black widow.
Ooh, we got a red back spider, eh? I
Yep.
say koala.
All right. Koala, no koala, mate.
No koala.
Dingoes.
Dingo.
Dingoes? Nope. Dingo's dangerous, but not on their top 10 that I'm looking at here.
Snail.
There's no dangerous dingo. Snail.
Snail. Let's stop on that one for a moment. Apparently, a textile cone snail has enough venom in it to kill 60 adults,
What?
and it lives in the ocean.
Oh my god.
I don't feel.
When I saw a snail on there, I was like, "No, you got to be kidding me!" And then I read into it, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Don't step on or lick that thing."
Don't eat snails. It's a good life lesson.
Snail
French
in
fucks.
the ocean.
Yep.
Fucking snail in the ocean.
So I think so. You guys got all the ones on land. There's a few in the ocean that you're missing out on.
Lobster.
Nope.
Lobster.
Nope.
All right.
A box jellyfish.
Box jellyfish, arguably the most toxic animal on Earth. Like, so it's the one where like if you touch it, you like look around, and then all of a sudden, heart attack.
It's a man of
And
war.
then there's also an octopus, like the blue ring octopus.
Yep, blue ring octopus is venomous. It's venomous. Its venom is fatal in 5 to 10 minutes, and there's no antidote that we're aware of
What?
right now.
I'm pretty sure there is an antidote, actually.
No, there isn't.
Why would you know that, Steven?
Because he stepped on one and he panicked. Maybe he met one in Nashville.
Oh.
He's kind of
Yeah,
worried.
just come here, mate. I'll piss on you. We'll fix you right up.
So another one on here is like a stonefish. It's a fish that like looks like a rock, but it's got a bunch of spines on it. It's almost like a
Oh.
lionfish.
Okay, that's the thing. There's no antidote, but if you are able to get medical attention, you can survive because you just need mouth-to-mouth oxygen or like a respirator to help you breathe until you
Pass.
Get
get
through it.
through it. But if you don't have any
Okay.
help, you're dead for sure because you
Oh,
can't
shit.
breathe. And you'll die as a result of lack of oxygen. So you die paralyzed and you just die conscious. Like you just can't,
That
like
sounds
slowly and
terrifying.
slowly can't breathe. So you die of suffocation.
That's pretty messed up.
Yeah, and people are like, "Oh my god, look at this octopus! It's so cute."
Okay, so we got one more ocean animal we need to talk about, and there is a very important person that was taken from us by this animal.
Stingray.
Steve Irwin, Nate.
Ah,
Steve Irwin, rest in peace, Big Steve, by the stingray.
rest in power.
And then as I get to the bottom of my list, I realized that there's one other land animal I had on here, and it's called a cassowary. Imagine it's an ostrich, but it's like, kind of like a raptor also. It's got these like big gnarly raptor claws. So we just named there just like 10 horribly dangerous things that are physically dangerous in Australia. So now I want to talk about the most financially dangerous thing in Australia.
Strippers.
So, well, is the strippers under 3 feet or over 3 feet distance?
Hey, in Australia, they're not. They're no.
I mean, I always thought if they were closer than, I mean, the reason that they say you got to stay 3 feet apart is if they're closer than 3 feet, they can take all the money out of your wallet.
True.
You got baby koalas doing the work.
Is a kangaroo the most? What is the most destructive? It's gotta be something that just like fucking breaks into your shit, right?
Yeah, so it'll all make sense when we set the stage. So imagine this. So at the end of World War I, Australia, the way that it rewarded its soldiers is it gave them farmland. So all these soldiers came back from World War I. He said, hey, take all this farmland, start farming, let me charge you taxes, and we'll all be successful. So that's happening. Also, after World War I, there's something important that happened in the 30s, the Great Depression.
Wow.
So at this point in time, you have all these farmers that were just like gifted land, and then you suddenly have the Great Depression, and Australia's main export is not being exported because no one has money to buy it. So times are tough. So that's the situation right now. Oversimplified had this video, and it had to be about the most financially destructive thing in Australia, and that is the emu.
The
The
emu?
Lebu emu?
The emu. Emu? Uti?
This bird looks so stupid. Sorry, I wasn't ready for the picture.
It's like an ostrich, but you bought it at like a thrift store, you know, or like a swap meet.
Oh, I see it.
I don't see what Angel's looking at.
It's so stupid.
What are you looking at?
Like discount ostrich. And it just always looks confused.
Okay.
So yeah, so go figure. And fun fact, when I lived in Yucca Valley, there was a guy I went to high school with that his parents lived in Landers, which is up on the mesa outside of Yucca Valley. So it's kind of like the outskirts of Yucca Valley. And they raised emus on their property in Landers.
For what
Go
reason?
figure.
Wow.
I don't quite. Yeah, I don't. Now that I think about it, like the emus were just there. I don't know what they did with the emus. Like, were they like selling it? Maybe cooking them up. I don't know.
You're like ostrich and
So, yeah,
emu
so
farms up in Solvang.
There you go. Yeah. So I wonder, like, is it their eggs? Is it their meat? You know, maybe like some discount chicken. I don't know.
Pop quiz. What color is the egg?
Brown.
It's probably not white. It's chartreuse.
Green. It looks like an avocado.
Chris, we used to get ostrich jerky, remember? Those man packs.
Oh yeah, the ostrich jerky. Yeah, I don't remember getting any emu jerky. Maybe they were selling us emu jerky and pocketing the difference.
Yeah.
So the situation is you have Western Australia, which is like no man's land because everyone lives on the east side. All these random people in Western Australia, and they suddenly said, I'm just going to start growing a farm because it was given to me and we're good to go. So you have these emus, they go inland for their breeding season. After their breeding season, they return to the coast. Well, when it's time to return to the coast, they said, hey, look at all this rich farmland. Where did all this come from? And they just, they like walked through the hole in the fence or jumped over the fence, went over there, and they started eating all the crops. And they ended up being like a swarm of locusts. They have no reason to go back to the coast. There's just all this new farmland. So the farmer comes out and he's like, oh man, dude, I hope I can sell this stuff today because it's so depressing right now in this Great Depression. And then he looks and the emus are eating all their stuff. And it's like, imagine 20,000 emus cost the farmers millions in crops and damages. This also happens to be the national bird of Australia. Go figure. Imagine you're a World War I vet. You're like missing a leg or some other handicap. And you got this land that you grew a farm on, and then the Great Depression, and everything's going to shit, and you're trying to feed your family, and you come out and your emus ate all your stuff.
Nice.
Well, how do you feel, and what do you do?
Hey, kill the emu.
Kill the emu, got it.
Emu for dinner.
But how do you kill 20,000 emus?
Fire.
Bomb.
With a
A-bomb.
squad?
Mustard gas, yeah, something like that. But wait, could you kill your country's national bird? Like, imagine if all the bald eagles took everything in your trout farm. Are you just gonna go burn all the bald eagles down?
If I'm broke, mean-
Yeah. Yep.
I love our national bird, but if it looks like that and it has green eggs, and I'm gonna be like, hey man, you're gonna go. You're too dumb to. You're costing me money, buddy.
Nice. Okay, so it sounds like everyone's in unison. You kill the birds. That's the solution, right?
Yeah.
So how do you think you go about killing the birds?
Guns.
20,000 all concentrated in one area? Or are they all spread out?
Yeah, they're spread out across or Western Australia.
You get a Charizard.
Ooh, but one Charizard.
One Charizard.
They're not that big.
Or a million lions.
Do you try and do it yourself, or do you ask someone for help?
The Great Emu War of 1935. Is that what we're getting at, Chris?
It is.
No, you just give out.
To answer your question, I do it myself out of rage.
Yeah.
You give money to anybody who kills and brings in an emu. Solve a recession right there.
See, I think you guys are missing the obvious answer. If you have a problem, you go to the government to solve said problem.
Oh yeah, that's the way.
Mm-mm.
Right?
Mm-mm.
And that's exactly what the farmers did. they said, hey, I went there. Oh yeah, that's great. There's an Australian filter on Google where you can type something in English and it'll also spit it out in Australian. So here is what the Australians were saying. Hey mate, we about to crack the shits if some bloke don't go full cock on des bludges.
That's the worst Australian accent I've ever heard in my life.
Angel, you want to try that in your Australian accent?
Oh yeah, mate. Hey, where's the text?
Here, I guess I can share it for you if you want.
No,
There we go.
no.
No is Finnish, I think. Finland. It's
So
different.
4A.
I cannot see anything.
Oh. No?
Oh, 4A. Australian. Hey, mate, we're about to crock the shits if some blokes don't go full crook in these bludges.
Beautiful.
British.
Solid. Very well done.
Sounds-
Okay, so can someone tell me what that means?
No.
They're about to go fucking crack him over the head. They're about to go beat him. Go back to the text. I can't see it.
Oh, here you go. Yeah, I'll do that. So the English. Let's see here.
Oi, mate.
Hey mate, we about to
Oi,
crack the
mate.
shits.
We about to crack the shits if some bloke don't go full crook on his bludges. I have fucking no idea. Is that Harry Potter? Is that fucking Quidditch?
So the English translation is, "Hey government, restore my estate, or I will become irate."
Restore
Wow.
my. That's like a protest. Restore my estate.
word is
or I
government?
go irate. Restore my estate. Or I will go irate.
Yeah. So now the government is a big entity, but there's certain divisions inside the government that you'd go to solve your agricultural problems, right?
Yeah, the department.
You'd go
of
to the
Agriculture.
Department of
Agriculture.
Defense. You'd go to the military to solve your problems, right? I mean, they could have went to the Department of Agriculture and tried to work it out that way, but they said no. Second room on the right, Department of Defense. Hey, Commander, we need to have a talk about this. So you have this General Pierce guy. He's like, all right, I'll help you with these emus, but you have to sign this document first. And the document he made all the farmers sign was an agreement that they will pay for everything and release him of liability if it goes bad. Low risk situation, right?
Pretty good deal.
So he goes to like Congress. Okay, guys, we're going to go out there and we're going to take out all these emus. So it's like him and like a few guys, and they have like a Lewis machine gun. So like in a World War I, Lewis machine gun was like obnoxiously large. Like you would need to put it on your trench mound. But this one, since they were kind of on the move, what you did is you had one guy would hold the butt end of the gun, and the other guy would put it on his shoulder, and he would act as like the tripod. Now, here's the best part. They also decided to bring a film crew because you do not want to miss a propaganda opportunity like this. So he's like, okay, guys, this is what we're going to do. We're going to walk out there.
Mhm.
We're going to shoot the emus. They open up and they start firing. Just bullets flying everywhere. Most of the emus ran away. So his first outing, he reported that he killed a number of birds. That was his record
number.
there. And it's funny because I could imagine, like on Oversimplified, they're talking about like all the emus are together. Like, hey guys, they're gonna come at us with machine guns. So here's the idea: when they get close, let's run away. All right, everyone in. Break. So after that, they're like, oh, we got to change this up. We can't just walk around shooting with machine guns because they're going to run out further from us. So like, okay, this time we're going to sneak up. So they're crawling on the ground through the grass, and then they pop up and they start firing everywhere. And they killed 12 before all the emus fled.
Guerrilla warfare on emu.
So they're like, okay, this is not working. Like we need to crank through the emus. I mean, we're talking, there's 20,000 emus and we are on like 15 at this point. So they said, okay, I got this other idea. Let's take that same Lewis machine gun. And the problem is they're getting away from us. So we're going to mount it to a Jeep. So we're going to mount the Lewis machine gun. We're going to chase the emus with our turret.
Oh, God.
Just driving through the countryside. That'll be our game plan.
Just leading the charge.
So now the funny thing is this is also like awkwardly unsuccessful because you have this machine gun that's just bouncing up and down through the outback, and so you have bullets just flying everywhere. And then as soon as you get close to the emus, they all scatter in different directions. So, but yeah. Now the best part is the cameraman was there, so the press was having a field day. So this is the headline. They said medals should be handed out to the emus who have won every round so far.
What?
The newspaper read, the headline on the newspaper was, emus should be rewarded because they've won every round against the military so far.
Oh my God.
They're saying the emus are doing the better job. Congress is like, okay, you're making such a mockery of us. We can't handle this. We need to call it off. And then the farmers are like, oh, no. You need to fix this. This needs to be fixed. So the farmers came back. They said, Pierce, get back out there, make it happen. He switched to these more guerrilla tactics where he said, okay, we're going to have 3 guys come in from the north. We're going to have a truck waiting in the south. We're going to have this. He was like overly strategizing this emu thing. And he started like doing coordinated attacks. So he started having success. He was killing 300 birds per week with his guerrilla tactics. After just over a month, he came back to Congress. I am victorious. Guys, we are good. I have saved the day. And they're like, all right, how did it go? He's like, I have killed 1,000 emus. Boom, mission accomplished. And they're like, okay, well, there was 20,000. You killed 1,000. So there's only 19,000 remaining. And they're like, wait, how much ammo did you burn through? He said, 10,000 rounds.
Wow.
So that is 10 rounds per confirmed kill from his machine gun. The military said, you know what? We're going to wave the white flag because we're not burning through all this material and manpower anymore against the emus. So what happened that day? The Australian military surrendered and the emus won the day.
Good job, emus. You're the best.
Yeah, baby.
That makes me so mad.
So after listening to that, I want to ask you guys, what went wrong?
They went to the wrong guy. They went to the general who only knows one way to solve a problem. Force.
I honestly wouldn't know how to kill that many emus,
Right?
so I think they did their best.
I feel like it wouldn't be that
They should
hard.
have used boomerangs.
I mean, they have small heads, so getting a headshot's pretty challenging.
No, it's funny because it's like, how does that age-old saying go? When you believe the hammer is the most important thing, everything you see suddenly becomes nails, right? So that's kind of how the military operates. It's like, oh, well, the solution is I should kill the problem, right? Now, is there any non-violent solutions?
No.
Violence is always the answer.
Yeah, at this point, because we lost so much money, it's like, it's my fault if I let you continue to run around and eat my stuff.
They actually came around a more successful option with the invention of the chain link fence.
Wait, they didn't fence.
They had wooden fences that just had like 2 cross beams on it. They could either fall apart or they could jump through. They eventually invented chain link fence that they couldn't get through anymore, and their crops were saved. The end.
Was this where the chain link fence was invented?
I don't know. Let's check Wikipedia.
Oh, good source.
I thought you were saying they invented the chain link fence to trap the emu.
Oh, no. It was to keep them out.
Like a cage.
Yeah.
Here they come.
Wikipedia tells me that the first patent for chain link fence was 1855, and the Great Emu War was 1934.
Took a long time to import those fences to Australia.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Go figure. When you have a problem, sometimes you want to look at it through a few different solutions. But I would also say without the Great Emu War, we wouldn't have maybe the subsidy to create Foster's beer that we all enjoy. You never know.
I would have funneled them into the ocean.
Yeah. Use a dingo.
You sick again,
Dingo.
Steven?
No, maybe.
But is your blood pressure normal?
Yeah, how's your blood pressure doing, bud?
My blood pressure is good right now.
That's good.
Nice.
That was awesome. I actually really enjoyed
So
it.
are you just plagiarizing content off of that one YouTube channel every week?
For sure, man. It's more of I watched a lot of his core stuff, and then he had like a lot of these little small offshoots, and I was like, wait, what's happening here? And I watched it, and then I researched, and I was like, oh yeah, this did happen, and this is pretty funny. But I've only done 2 episodes from Oversimplified so far. The other ones I plagiarized from my Great Blunders book.
There you go. Well, I don't think it's I think it's an artistic interpretation of his video.
Yeah, that's always why in the beginning of my thing I say, oh, I watched X so that they can't come sue
So I
us.
tell my English teachers.
You watched his ex?
English teachers.
No.
Hey, mate, we about to crack the shits if some bloke don't go full crook on this bludges.
Oh my god. So if you say beer can
Beer can.
if you say beer can with an Australian accent, it sounds like you're saying bacon in a Jamaican accent.
Bacon.
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 There you
Bacon.
go. Beer
Bacon.
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 Beer can.
Bacon.
Bacon. Bacon in Jamaican.
Boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka.
Ooh, plug that into the Australian translator.
Boom shakalaka. God, you guys ever watch the show Extreme Sisters?
No.
So there's these twins. It's a show about sisters who are just extreme. It's nuts. Kind of like there's these two sisters from Australia, and their voice is ridiculous because they sound like that, like their mouth is really like wide open and everything. But everything that happens to them, their sister has to do the same. So, like for example, right now, one of them has a rotten tooth, molar, and they have to get it extracted. So the sister is like, well, that means you have to extract mine too. And the dentist is like, no, we can't. It's a perfectly healthy tooth. It's unethical. And they're like, no, you don't understand. We're twins. We do everything the same. Like they have the same boyfriend. They want to get pregnant at the same time.
I don't know if it works that way.
I know. But it's entertaining. Just reminded me because I have the worst Australian accent.
Bacon.
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 All right. Gentlemen, that was fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Anything we're missing or anything? Anything you guys want to say?
I'm good.
I think Steven has some sweet slang that he usually ends our podcast with.
Yeah.
It's your boy, Steve.
Don't disappoint us.
Yippee-ki-yay.
It's your boy Steezy. Picka picka
All right. Cut it.
That's all I got.
Cut. It's a wrap.
Thank you so much, all you cowboys and girls, for listening this week. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please leave a comment, like, follow, and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening on. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week.
Hey mate, we about to crack the shits if some bloke don't go full crook on this bludges.